ng tamang balita at tamang paglilingkod at isang malaking pasasalamat sa tiwalang naibigay sa amin. Pakaasahan yung gagawin naming malaking inspirasyon ito para ipagpatuloy ang maglingkod sa lahat ng Pilipino.
Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng PCSO, hindi umuurong sa pagtulong.
Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng PAGCOR. Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Petron. Petron knows you deserve only the best.
Moving forward kami sa Sulong na Bayan. Ang inyong paboritong public service program ay susulong na naman. Maririnig kami sa bagong time slot na alas 5 hanggang alas 6 ng gabi, Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Sa prime time slot na ito, higit na maraming listeners at viewers ang aabuti ng aming iba't ibang segments tulad ng Gospel Verse a Day, balita sa special sectors tulad ng OFW, senior citizens, Chinoy community at iba pang makabuluhang sektor. Makakasama ang veteran journalist na si Loli Acosta. Mabuhay! Sulong na Bayan!
Right, mapagpalang hapon po sa ating mga tagapakinig. Welcome po sa ating programang Sulong na Bayan. It's Soar High Philippines, not just the personalities or the leaders of this country, but the whole country should soar high. And of course, on a Monday, we always want to put God first. Our Lord Jesus, we just want to thank Him for awesome blessings, one after another. It's pouring in for the country. Because why do I say this? Because there's a lot of investors coming in and wanted to try our country and do business here. So let me just share my one verse before I introduce my guest panelists. Again, in the scriptures it says, Proverbs 3. That's in Proverbs 3, 5, 6. Open up your Bible and note it down, because I will give you a gift when you're able to memorize this. So Proverbs 3, 5, 6 means what? Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. All, not just 1/4, not just 1/5, but all of your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding, and acknowledge Him in all your ways, so He will direct our path. What does that mean? Acknowledge Him. Put Him first in every area of your lives, whether you're a family man, whether you're a career man, or whether you are a bigwig. But put Him first on top of everything so that He will direct your path. Isn't that neat? So that's our verse for today. Again, Proverbs 3, 5, 6. All right, on to our special guests. You know, before I introduce them, again, it's about agritech. They say that it's simply put, what is agriculture technology? Agricultural technology or agritech is the application of technology to produce more with less, to make the farming process more efficient, from field monitoring to the food supply chain itself. So what technology is used in agriculture in the Philippines, in our country? Well, some farmers are optimizing agricultural planting, irrigation, pest management by employing GPS technology, drones, and satellite imagery. So this not only enhances crop yields, but also saves resources and has a lower environmental impact. With us today, we're blessed to have no less than my good friend, the the former executive director of Philippine Coconut Authority, my guest co-host for today, Sir Charlie Avila. Greet everyone first.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been a while since
I know. Look at you.
I was here, and I'm so glad to be back. Thank you for all the past interviews. I'm so happy to be here with our guest.
Yes.
Who comes all the way from Israel.
Israel, no
Yes.
less. Maybe you can do the honors and introduce him to our viewers. Go ahead.
Yes, his name is Mr. Yanef Rashev. He is the founder of Rashev Aviation. Now we are talking of airplanes and drones and
right.
things like
Yeah.
that. But the purpose of his aviation is precision agriculture,
Okay.
topographical mapping, irrigation management,
Okay.
pest and disease management. So this is not just about flying in the sky.
Right.
This is about helping those in the ground. And this is the second time I have had the privilege of meeting him. And this time because of the Agri-Innovation Forum done here last week.
Right. That was held
Thank you
in
to the
hotel.
Israeli ambassador who made this possible.
Right.
And our Department of Agriculture that they sent one of the undersecretaries,
Basic.
Jerome, to grace the occasion.
Right.
I'm always after anybody who can help us
Sure.
increase our productivity and our production. And I am sure our guest is one of them.
I know.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, before I introduce him again, your ambassador, His Excellency Ambassador Ilan Flos, was right there, seated right
Really?
there, the other week. Well, we had the pleasure and we're privileged to have him in our show. And he was like saying and announcing, okay, we will have our agritech very soon. And that's like just happened like Thursday of last week. So he announced, and he's very, very blessed, he was saying, because you guys will teach us, the Filipinos, technology transfer and all the technology that you would give us and help us. So let's welcome to our program again Mr. Yanif Reshef. Hello.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for having me here. It's great to be here in the Philippines for the second time in 6 months. Lovely country, lovely people. Actually, we have spent here 1 full week with the agriculture Israeli delegation with 11 different companies. And I decided to extend my staying here in another week, beside to being interviewed with your radio channel, to have some useful meetings with potential companies in the Philippines.
Okay, tell us.
You know, Loli, lest we forget,
Okay.
for our audience, before we go deeper into the agriculture and agri-technology and innovation proper, to remind them of the special background of Israel and the Philippines. That these two countries go back a long way.
Right.
And that, in particular, when you go to Israel, you will find there, just outside Tel Aviv, a small place, the monument
I
to
was there.
President Manuel Quezon.
Quezon. Yeah.
Because in the late 30s, early 40s, he made available 10,000 visas.
That's right.
To
Free.
10,000
Yeah.
visas
For the refugees.
for Israeli refugees to come.
Right.
And I think more than 1,300 were able to make it here at the time. When it was not easy to really come out in the open for a head of state
Right.
like Quezon to
But he was brave
condemn Hitler
Right.
at the time. And all the yes, it was he was very open about it.
He
And then-
defended.
And then much later, oh, no, not much later, in 1947, the famous Resolution 181 in the United Nations, the Philippines was the only Asian country
That vote for Israel.
that voted for the creation of the State of Israel.
Wow.
And then thereafter, Israel and the Philippines have had close
Ties. Closer ties than ever.
Very close and stable relationship for a long,
Yes.
more than
Longest
70
time.
years.
Right, right. I remember posting a picture at that monument of our former President Manuel Quezon because it's a tourism destination. Whenever Filipinos go to Israel, they first get a
Yes.
picture there.
Yeah.
So we're like brothers. His Excellency Ambassador Ilan Flos was telling us we're like brothers. We know each other very well. So we're so happy that you guys are really, intensifying this technology here. So again, tell us a little bit background, Charlie. What happened in the event in the New World Hotel, the agritech?
There was a
Forum?
sharing
Okay.
from some 11 companies of what they do, what they have done in Israel. You know, the immediate background is for us to remember, Israel may be a small populated state compared to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Philippines is, I think, very big in
110
population
million.
compared to Israel.
Israel.
But they are so productive, so innovative, so
That's the word.
enviable when it comes to dealing with their needs. they can make the deserts grow green.
Imagine. That's miracle.
Problems with the water, problems with
Irrigation.
the soil, problems with just about anything. They are able to be quite innovative about everything they do. And I think we have to be humble enough to say we can learn.
Yes.
We can learn a lot.
And we want to thank them
Yes.
because they're open to really make us learn and, get all the information that we need and the
Yes.
knowledge you're sharing, the technology transfer and all. So again, you were off camera, you were saying your company, Aviation, you're using the air to mapping, what else?
And agricultural
Agriculture
survey.
surveillance
Yes.
and the soil. How does that go?
We actually, in my company, have two vectors.
Okay.
One vector is the mapping, is called photogrammatic mapping.
Mapping.
We actually use aerial photo to mapping the
Ground.
the topography. In flying 3,000 feet, it's about 1 kilometer above ground, we have accuracy of 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter of topography mapping. This is one vector of the company. The other vector that I think it's more interesting to speak about it today
What is it?
is the agricultural vector.
Oh, yes.
We use the same technology to mapping orchards, like banana trees, like a coconut tree, avocado, mango, many more, and crops like sugar canes, potatoes, wheat, cotton, and many more, and analyze it to give high-value information to the grower, how to increase the revenue. Increasing the revenue, I'm looking to the two sides of the stick.
Okay.
One side
One side.
is the yield. Make the yield better with quality and quantity.
The yield.
The other side is the cost. Let control the cost. Don't fertilize too much. Don't fertilize too low. Be accurate.
Moderate, maybe.
And if you're doing this both, you stay with more money in the pocket at the end of the season.
Right. And,
This is the goal.
and there's like quality, you're saying, of the crops is...
Yes, because many grows needs certain levels of fertilize percentage in the growth and certain levels of biomass. The problem is that in the huge area
Okay.
you have in the Philippines, we have been in Mindanao.
It's
in Davao,
huge, yeah.
huge banana plantation. You know, one company of a banana plantation have more than 10 times of all the bananas in Israel.
Really now?
One company.
Just one company.
It's a huge area, and the growers do not have the time to walk around and visit and
monitor.
monitoring.
Right.
They don't have the time for that, and they miss a lot of information. What we are doing is surveying the plantation
Survey.
once a month,
Okay.
12 times a year, and put a spotlight and focus the grower with the problems,
Right.
where his attention should be
Focus.
focused.
What are the common perennial problems that you discovered, maybe?
The what?
The common problems in the farm,
Okay,
in the land.
it's a depend of each grow. For example, for banana trees,
Okay, banana.
we usually monitor the biomass. Banana tree would like to be with very high level of biomass to give more fruit.
More fruit.
There is other orchards like avocado or citrus that you don't want to have high level of biomass because it comes on the fruit. If the biomass is too high, the lower is the fruit, the yield.
Okay.
Banana would like to have
Higher.
high biomass
So
level.
the height.
Yes, and if we find low area, we focus the grower to take some action
Okay.
to increase the level and make the banana plantation more balanced and high level. The second survey we supply to banana trees
Okay.
is the fertilization survey. The fertilization.
Fertilization.
Yes.
You said not too much, not too few.
Yes,
Moderate.
be correct. Every kind of plantation need the certain level of NPK.
NPK.
So, in simple terms, what they do is they have the know-how, the technology to look at our trees, at our plants, and tell us what's wrong with it, or what's good with it, what's to look at more closely,
Yeah.
what can
to
be done,
focus.
how to increase productivity.
And
In modern terms, maybe we can say they can give us analytic feedback solutions to our situation.
And as far as I know, we are the only company in the world that can analyze NPK by remote sensing.
Remote.
Yes.
Oh, really now?
Not other company do that.
Why is that?
As far as I know,
What he means
They
is
have-
the fertilizer, the
the NPK. We can analyze the percentages of NPK in the leaves and make it in good levels. Because if you are too low,
As you see fit, yeah.
the yield will not be so good. If you're too high, sometimes you can damage the trees,
Trees.
and put money for nothing.
Right. And talk about damages, Charlie and Reshef. The insects,
Yeah.
how it is.
pest,
Yes.
The pests.
disease.
How do you resolve that?
For some kind of plantation, we can detect, for example, for banana trees, we can mark suspected tree
Okay.
that infected with Panama fusarium disease. You familiar with this?
That's a technical term, no?
Okay,
Maybe I will say a few words
a
about
little
that.
bit. Expound it. Yes.
The Panama fusarium disease is like a cancer to banana trees. There is no a cure for that,
There's no cure?
no cure.
Oh my gosh.
And if you do not detect the infected trees in time, you can lose the plantation.
plantation.
For example, in 2018,
Okay.
the Panama started to appear in Jordan,
Jordan.
not in Israel.
Okay.
4 years later, it started to appear in Israel, and there is no banana trees in Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
Wiped out.
Wiped out.
So how did you start again?
So the problem is when the trees are infected and the soil is also infected, you cannot grow banana on this soil for 20 years.
It takes a while.
It's a disaster.
Yeah.
So the ability to detect it
To detect that.
in early stages
early stages.
and put a marker on the suspected banana tree.
And purge it.
Let the grower use our application and navigate on ground to the tree and confirm or unconfirm the detection and take some action. It's very, very important for the banana trees grower.
I wonder why they call it Panama. Would you know?
Well,
Interesting. I don't know.
Here, I'm reading this. Okay, let me read this. Panama disease is one of the most severe threats facing the banana industry worldwide, with no cure and no banana varieties that are resistant to the disease yet developed. It has been estimated that 80% of global production is under threat from tropical race
Very
number
high.
4. It is caused by, you're right, fungus Fusarium oxysporum. That's the scientific name. So you're saying if this is infected, boom, nothing.
The only way
will be
to
left.
deal with that is to kill healthy trees in 10-meter radius
Oh my
to
gosh,
the
it will be
infected
affected.
tree. Put iron fence
Okay.
around this area because animals transfer the fusarium by walking on the ground. So you have to fence it around,
So they won't go near it.
go inside. And as I said, this...
These are healthy trees, you're
yes,
saying.
yes.
So they're all going to just put to be waste.
Yes, but if you detect it in early stages, you can save most of the plantation.
How do you get that kind of infection?
We are in the business of aerial survey for agriculture for 12 years. The company established 12 years ago.
Okay.
And all the time we get from the growers their problems and they ask for our solution. And we try to give solution.
Okay.
We cannot have solution for everything, but for the Panama disease, we found a
You
kind of
found a
solution.
solution.
It's not 100% accuracy
Great.
because there is many false alarm. For example, if we did a demo survey for one of the bigger banana growers in Davao, and we detect area of 15 hectares, 15 hectare, and we figure out only 19 inspected trees that may be infected with Panama. Not too many, only 19 out of.
And you were able to save it, I'm sure.
If they go and confirm that they're really detected, because it's very not easy to confirm only when you touch, also when you touch the tree. You can look at the tree closely, and it's hard to say for 100% it's Panama disease. There is
How did you do that in Davao?
Right.
How did you detect?
We surveyed with remote sensing.
Yes.
As I said, 15 hectares of banana plantation.
Yes.
We figure out 19 suspected trees out of 30,000 trees. It's very easy to deal with.
Right. It's epidemic.
Yes.
How can you really?
But if you catch it in early stages, you can save the plantation.
Okay, when we come back, Charlie, Yaniv, we want to find out how you can contain it. That's part of your mandate, because you're the ones at on air, checking, monitoring, mapping out, and all. Give us like some tips how to contain that kind of a pandemic. But before you answer that, we have to pause for a quick break. The Philippine Standard Time is 5:24 in the afternoon.
Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882. Oras hatid sa inyo ng PAGCOR.
Ang bahaging ito ay inihatid sa inyo ng PCSO. Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong.
Panatilihing masaya ang paglilibang. Magtakda na oras at limitahan ang gastos sa paglalaro. Huwag magsugal kung nalulungkot. Huwag hayaang makasira ng buhay at pamilya. Para sa impormasyon ukol sa responsible gaming, tumawag lamang sa hotline number 02-8404-0171 o bisitahin ang www.casinofilipino.ph. Isang mensahe mula sa PAGCOR. Gambling is for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Fuji Denso believes that appliances are long-term investments, so it is very important to choose wisely. And what could be a wiser choice than using reliable, durable, and energy-saving appliances from Fuji Denso? Just like families and companies trusting Fuji Denso, you will see the difference when you upgrade your usual appliances to Fuji Denso HD inverter appliances. Fuji Denso, quality above all. Upgrade your home. Upgrade your business with Fuji Denso, quality above all.
Sonic light so bright with my friends. Show off my light in the club or in the sun. Sonic light, let's have fun. Da 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 da. Show your light, your Sonic light, anytime, anywhere. Light dito, light doon. Sonic light, show your light, yeah. Anong light, lightless worries kasi low calories. Light dito, light doon. Sonic light.
I keep coming back to the light life.
Getting to the light life, Sonic light.
Drink responsibly.
Mahilig ka ba sa sports betting habang nanonood ng laro? Narito ang Arena Plus. Manalo at manood ng live kahit saan. May libreng 50 pesos bonus pa sa unang pag-register. Arena Plus, ang official sportsbook partner ng FIBA World Cup 2023. Kasama pa ang astig sa court na si Jordan Clarkson as official endorser ng Arena Plus.
Arena Plus, astig ka sa sports.
Sa Arena Plus, astig sa sports. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Sa Arena Plus, astig sa sports. Download Arena Plus app now in App Store. You can watch it also on arenaplus.ph. Sa Arena Plus, astig sa sports.
Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
DWIZ. Fuji Denso Home and Commercial Appliances. Upgrade your usual appliances to Fuji Denso HD Inverter Appliances. Upgrade your home. Upgrade your business with Fuji Denso. Quality above all.
Picture a place adorned with lush greenery,
gently swaying trees, a haven where time seems to stand still. Eternal Gardens provides a sanctuary for remembrance, a place where the memories of your loved ones can bloom forever.
Eternal Gardens, a glimpse of heaven on a patch of earth.
Technogas Technique transforms your kitchen with safe and efficient appliances. With over 70 years of expertise, Technogas Technique embodies Italian kitchen excellence. Simplify your cooking with Technogas Technique, your cooking partner. That's the Technogas Technique.
Ang buong Aliw Broadcasting Corporation Station DWIZ AM Nationwide DWIZ News FM Regional Stations Home Radio 97.9 at ng Aliw Channel 23 ay nagpapasalamat ng 1,000,000 beses dahil sa laki ng suporta mo sa amin. Really, 1,000,000 thanks to you. Kaya tatapatan din namin ng 1,000,000 thank you ang inyong pakikinig, panonood at pag-follow. Manalo ng 1,000,000 pesos. Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, 1,000,000 pasasalamat nationwide promo. Abangan! Nag-uusapan trending na mga issues on air and online, malalaman sa DWIZ News Feed.
Magandang hapon, narito na ang mga balita. Suspended Mayor Alice Guo, posible daw na may tumutulong para makapagtago at makaiwas sa pag-aresto. Ang detalye mula kay Patrol 19, Sally Ortega Bueno.
Posible daw may tumutulong kay suspended Mayor Alice Guo na makapagtago para makaiwas sa mga tauhan ng Senate Sergeant at Arms na naghahanap sa kanya. Ito ang kay Senator Risa Ontiveros ay dahil kahit napaka-active ng alkalde sa kanyang Facebook account at kahit isa itong public figure, pero hindi pa rin maisilbi hanggang sa ngayon na mga tauhan ng usaha ang warrant of arrest laban sa kanya. Sa sino man anyang tumutulong sa alkalde, dapat silang matanong kung hindi ba sila guilty sa kasong obstruction of justice. Sa ngayon, mga usaa lang muna daw ang magsisilbi ng warrant of arrest maging ng mga sabpina. At ipaubaya daw nila sa usaa kung kailan kakailanganin o hihingi ng tulong ng iba pang mga law enforcement agency para maisilbi nga ang mga warrant of arrest at sabpina. Sa ngayon ay wala daw impormasyon na ang tanggapan ni Senator Hontiveros ukol sa kinaroroonan ni Alice Guo. Tangi daw hulin lang nakuha ang impormasyon ay mula sa Bureau of Irrigation na nagsabi na nandito pa sa bansa si Alice Guo o si Guo Huaping at tanging nakalabas lang ng bansa ay kanyang mga magulang bago pa man ma-issuehan ng Immigration Lookout Bulletin Order ang mga ito. Ito sa Patrol 19, Sally Ortega Bueno para sa impilang metodong lakas sa DWIZ, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Feed.
Samantala, Boy Scout of the Philippines at Philippine Coast Guard lumakda ng kasunduan para buhayin ang BSPC Scouting Program. Ang detalye mula kay Patrol 17, Jopel Peleño.
Nilagdaan ng Boy Scout of the Philippines o BSP at ng Philippine Coast Guard ang isang makasaysayang Memorandum of Agreement para sa implementasyon ng muling pagbuhay ng BSP Sea Scouting Program katuwang ang PCG. Ayon kay BSP National President Agusan del Norte 3rd District Representative Dale Corvera, interesado siya na maipatupad sa lahat ng local councils ang programa lalo na't isang maritime nation ang Pilipinas. Giit ni Corvera, hindi aniya sapat ang kaalaman ng karamihan hinggil sa importansya ng pagpapatupad ng mga maritime program para sa tuloy-tuloy na pagsusulong ng kapayapaan, paglago ng ekonomiya at pag-unlad ng bansa, kabilang na ang maayos na pakikipag-ugnayan sa mga neighboring country. Lumagda sa kasunduan sina BSP President Corvera at PCG Vice Admiral Alan Victor de la Vega, habang sinaksiyan naman ang MOA signing nina BSP Secretary General Kim Robert De Leon kasama ang NEB members at si PCGA Rear Admiral Ramon Jose Moreno at ilang PCG personnel. Ito si Patrol 17 Chopel Peleño. Para sa impilang may todo lakas, DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Feed.
Para sa karagdagang impormasyon at mas marami pang mga balita, bisitahan kami sa aming website www.dwiz882am.com at sundan ang aming X account at Facebook page DWIZ. Ako po si Hay Ludovico.
Huwag pahuhuli, huwag papayag na wala kang alam kapag viral na, kapag trending na. Alam agad sa DWIZ News Feed.
Ang balitang ito ay inihatid sa inyo ng Petron. Petron knows you deserve only the best. DWIZ! Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882.
Nais nating sagutin ang mga pahayag ni Attorney Nicole Rose Margaret Hamilla na pinapasa sa PAGCOR ang CC kung bakit may mga kasong kriminal na sinampa ang Department of Interior and Local Government laban sa kanyang kliyenteng si Mayor Alice Guo ng Bamban, Tarlac. Malinaw ang mga patakaran ng PAGCOR. Kapag lumabag sa batas ang mga binigyan namin ng lisensya, ito man ay provisional license o regular license, pinapatawan agad sila ng matinding parusa at multa. At kung malubha ang kasalanan ay kinakansela agad ang lisensya. Walang kinalaman ng PAGCOR sa pagbibigay ng mga lokal na business permit at lisensya. Hindi rin namin responsibilidad ang inspeksyon ng mga gusaling wala sa alalim ng aming poder. Ang pag-i-issue ng ang gaming license ay batay sa aming sariling panuntunan at sa mga dokumentong sinusumite ng mga aplikante. Sa kaso ng sinalakay na compound dyan sa Bamban noong March 13 ngayong taon, isa sa mga kumpanyang nasa loob ng compound ay ang Zone U1 Technologies Inc. na noon ay may hawak ng provisional license mula sa PAGCOR na pinagkaloob noong October 19, 2023. Ang nakarehistrong address ng Zone U1 ay nasa ikalawa, ikatlo at ikaapat na palapag ng A1 building sa loob ng compound ng Baofu Land Development Inc. May mga tauhan doon ang PAGCOR mula sa Compliance, Monitoring and Enforcement Department upang bantayan ang kanilang operasyon. Bukod sa nasabing address, walang karapatan ang PAGCOR na puntahan ng ibang mga gusali sa loob ng nasabing compound na mahigit 8 ektarya ang lawak, kung saan ang ibang mga gusali ay malalayo at hindi basta-basta mapapasok. Walang legal na batayan ang mga tauhan ng PAGCOR upang pasukin at alamin ang nangyayari sa mga nasabing pribadong lugar dahil labas ito sa aming saklaw. Bukod sa pagmamatsyag at pagpapatupad ng aming mga lituntunin, ang tanging papel lamang ng PAGCOR sa sinalakay na compound ay ang pagbibigay ng pansamantalang lisensya sa Zone U1 Technologies na agad naman binawi matapos ang raid noong March 13. So bilang paglilinaw, sa panahon lamang ng kasalukuyang pamunuan ng PAGCOR, natuklasan at naisiwalat ang mga totoong anomalyang sangkot ang mga Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o yung tinatawag na POGO. Ulitin natin, sa panahon lamang ng kasalukuyang administrasyon ng PAGCOR, nagkaroon ng hindi kukulangin sa 10 pagsasalakay laban sa mga hinihinalang gawaing kriminal. Sa loob ng mga pogo, kaya nalantad ang mga anomalya katulad ng natuklasan sa Bamban, Tarlac. Alright, nagbabalik po muli ang ating programang Sulong na Bayan, and we're back because our special guest, Mr. Yaniv Reshef of Reshef Aviation, he's the CEO and founder. And we're discussing, Charlie, about the disease, the devastating disease of called Panama disease. If it's still here in the Philippines, how do we contain that? Give us tips.
As you said before, actually there is no cure for this pandemic.
But
And detected in early stages is the big change between lose some areas or losing the complete plantation. The secret is...
You will kill the other area, just purge
if you don't detect it in early stages, you can lose the entire plantation. As I mentioned before, in Jordan, there is no banana trees anymore since 2018. So if the grower will have the GIS coordinates of the suspected trees, and he can use our application to navigate in the plantation and go by foot on ground to the suspected tree. We figure out from the remote sensing survey.
Isn't that harmful for humans? Go feet on the ground?
No, the only risk is if you're walking too much, you also can transfer the fusarium between the infected tree and the healthy tree. In banana plantation, they don't like people to walk around too much because of this situation. And if you detect it in early stages and you take necessary action, you can save the entire plantation.
Right.
Yeah. You know, in the Philippines, we have been talking so far about the banana and plantations. But most of agriculture in the Philippines is smallholder crops, small farmers. And I understand in Israel, you dealt with that problem very well, with the way you settle the farmers and have a way of agriculture and cooperation with each other in the Moshav or in the Kibbutz. Can you tell our audience a little about that? The two ways of
settlement.
We try to make our service available to everyone.
Yes.
So what we are doing in Israel is consolidate several farmers to one group, and then we can survey them all with a price for each one, like his big one. That means we lower the price because of the big area of altogether farmers.
Yes.
We can do the same in the Philippines. We can consolidate them and contact with union of banana growers, a coconut grower, and some other growers, avocado grower, mango grower, and etc.
Yes.
So how cost effective is your service?
Okay. For every kind of grow, I calculate what I'm calling the balance point.
Balance point.
What is mean the balance point?
Okay.
For example, for banana trees, the balance point is 4%. What means by 4%? It means that if we leverage your yield by money and make it the revenue higher because of working together in 3%, and control the expenses better and do not put too much money on fertilize in 1%, it's together 4%, and we are balanced. That means what you pay me, you get back.
It's my money's worth.
Yes.
Worth my money.
For coconut, for example, because of the revenue for the fruit is higher, the balance point is 2%. Very easy to get beyond that. For our experience, when we are working for the first time with new country, new growers, the revenue leverage in 7%, 11% for the first season. So it's very, very cost effective, our services.
Reasonably, priced.
Yes.
And we get yield, or we get our return of investment.
Better yield, better quality, better quantity. Don't fertilize too much. Do not contaminate the ground. Do not harm the trees, because some trees, banana, for example, don't suffer because of high level of nitrogen, for example. But you put money for nothing. You don't get better yield. You just spend money for nothing. Other grows, like avocado or citrus, suffer because of high level of nitrogen. You damage the tree if you don't know how to monitor it well along the season.
Can we shift a bit on a subtopic? Because I noticed that Fresh Chef Aviation has dealt also with irrigation management. Can you tell us a bit about your experience in that?
Controlling the biomass level, many times it's influenced because of irrigation. For example, for banana plantation, if you have problems with irrigation, some pressure drop or some blocked pipes or filter, you cannot detect it in early stage because the ground is covered with old leaves. By controlling the level of biomass, we can put a spotlight on an area that might be problem of irrigation. For coconut tree, for example, if we detect a row of 5, 6, 7 weak trees, not area, one row, it's might be related to irrigation problem, and we can give you a coordinate to go there and check it. For example, we survey once jojoba. You know it's used for oil for all the use of beauty industry. Yes, and we figure out a problem in one row of jojoba trees. The tree, the bush actually is a desert bush. Until it will show that it suffer, it can take months. We detect it in very early stages and help to rescue this area of the plantation.
You know, Mr. Chef, when it comes to coconut, we have big work to do. Because for the longest period, it has been considered a self-supporting tree, which it is not. So there's an utter neglect of fertilization and irrigation when it came to coconut. And not only is there an increasing realization that we might want to go into what you did on fertigation and apply it to coconut. Have somebody shared this with you?
With coconut trees, we are going to being face it the first time in the Philippines, but we have a long track record with palm trees, palm dead trees, which they are very similar to the method of coconut tree. Sorry, we can detect the same biomass and NPK levels. In addition to that, we can detect. You familiar with the bug that killed the trees? There is a bug that killed the trees. If you don't detect it in early stages. And again, we have the ability to monitor the biomass level and detect the suspected tree in early stages, like the Panama in bananas.
Yeah, that will be very important.
And also, coconut are fertilized a lot. And there is a big gap to monitor it and help the grower to be more accurate. For example, in Israel, we survey 90 hectares of palm date.
In India?
Palm date?
Where is this?
In Israel.
Israel.
Nearby the Dead Sea.
Yes.
And we detect that palm trees do not need high level of nitrogen like banana. They need less, lower. And most of the growers are over-fertilized because they don't know what's actually happened. And you know, the common attitude is let's give little more than that it won't be less. The little more costs money and damage the tree. Why to be there? And this plantation cut the nitrogen percentage in 25% after our first survey.
Yes.
They lowered the level and they save money that let them work with us for another 3 years, just of saving
Save that.
the nitrogen.
Okay.
It's very, very cost effective.
When we come back, we will find out
Yes.
from our good Mr. Reshef, Yaniv Reshef, what other means to significantly enhance the Philippines' agriculture productivity and food security. If you can answer that. But we have to pause for another break. The Philippine Standard Time is 5:48 in the afternoon.
Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882.
Oras hatid sa inyo ng
Bingo Plus. Download Bingo Plus app now at Google Play or Apple App Store for a chance to win more than 75 million pesos jackpot prize. Visit Bingo Plus official website at bingoplus.com to learn more. With Bingo Plus, bingo sa saya, plus sa panalo. Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Oras hatid sa inyo ng Pagcor.
Panatilihing masaya ang paglilibang. Magtakda na oras at limitahan ang gastos sa paglalaro. Huwag magsugal kung nalulungkot. Huwag hayaang makasira ng buhay at pamilya. Para sa impormasyon ukol sa responsible gaming, tumawag lamang sa hotline number 02-8404-0171 o bisitahin ang www.casinofilipino.ph. Isang mensahe mula sa Pagcor. Gambling is for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Prepare delightful dishes every time with Technogas Technique appliances. Experience excellent cooking results with Technogas Technique's premium selection of cooking ranges, range hoods, built-in hobs, ovens, and kitchen appliances. Technogas Technique combines elegance, functionality, safety, and durability to enhance your skills and passion for cooking. Make Technogas Technique your cooking partner and fill your kitchen with appliances made to last. That's the Technogas Technique.
DWIZ! Ang buong Aliw Broadcasting Corporation Station DWIZ AM Nationwide DWIZ News FM Regional Stations Home Radio 97.9 at ng Aliw Channel 23 ay nagpapasalamat ng 1,000,000 beses dahil sa laki ng suporta mo sa amin. Really, 1,000,000 thanks to you. Kaya tatapatan din namin ng 1,000,000 thank you ang inyong pakikinig, panonood at pag-follow. Manalo ng 1,000,000 pesos. Aliw Broadcasting Corporation's 1,000,000 pasasalamat nationwide promo. Abangan! Kayang-kaya mo ang kahit na ano kung ikaw mismo ang gagawa nito. Let's learn new things sa DIY Do It Yourself.
Paano kung sa hindi inaasahang pagkakataon ay nawala ang iyong phone at naroon sa loob ang iyong registered SIM card? Alam mo ba ang iyong gagawin? Kung hindi pa, narito kung paano. Step 1. Agad i-report ang pangyayari sa iyong telco provider dahil ide-deactivate nila ang iyong SIM number within 24 hours pagka-report mo. Tandaan din na mas madali ma-recover ang SIM card kapag ito ay registered. Step 2. Maghanda ng affidavit of loss at valid ID pero baka ikaw ay hingian pa ng ibang requirement depende sa iyong provider. Step 3. Hintaying ma-process ang iyong case upang malaman kung makukuha mo ba ulit ang number o kailangan mong mag-register ng panibago. Gets mo ba? Sige nga, do it yourself.
882.
Arangkadang muli ang Pagcor Photo Contest 2024 simula nitong nakaraang buwan. Kaya inaanyayahan ang mga amateur at professional photographers na ihanda ang kanilang mga lahok para sa tsansang manalo ng napakalalaking premyo. Harvest Time ang tema ng Pagcor Photo Contest 2024 upang ipakita ang sipag, husay at pagsisikap ng mga magsasaka, mangingisda at mga nasa sektor ng agrikultura tungo sa masaganang ani, hindi lamang para sa kanilang pamilya kung hindi para sa sambayanang Pilipino. Ayon kay PAGCOR Chairman CEO Alejandro Tenco, isa sa mga highlights ng 2024 photo contest ay ang bagong drone category para sa mga larawang kuha mula sa himpapawid gamit ang drone cameras. Bukod sa drone ay mananatili ang conventional category. Tampok ang mga larawang kuha naman gamit ang digital cameras at ang mobile category. Natampok ang mga litratong kuha naman ng mobile devices. So tinataas din ng PAGCOR ang total cash prizes para sa patimpalak sa 2.23 million pesos mula sa 1.6 million pesos nung nakaraang taon. Ang 8 mananalo sa conventional category ay makakatanggap ng 100,000 piso premyo bawat isa, samantalang makakatanggap naman ang 50,000 piso bawat isa ang 16 na mananalo sa mobile at drone categories. Ibinaba din ng PAGCOR ang age requirements sa mga nais lumahok sa 16 na taong gulang mula sa 18 taong gulang nung nakaraang taon. Ang lahat ng entries ay kinakailangang kuha mula sa August 1, 2023 hanggang ngayong July, that is next month, hanggang July 31, 2024. Tatanggapin ng PAGCOR ang mga entries sa pamamagitan ng PAGCOR website gamit ang link na www.pagcor.ph/photocon2024. At para sa kumpletong detalye, silipin lang ang PAGCOR Photography Contest 2024 subsite na matatagpuan sa www.pagcor.ph. Alright, nagbabalik po muli ang ating programang Sulong na Bayan in our last 7 minutes. Oh, wow. Time happened so fast. Now, the question, we're still with our guest speaker, resource person, Mr. Yaniv Reshef. He's the CEO and founder of Reshef Aviation. And we're still in the topic of agritech. Maybe you can ask.
Yes, the 2 times you have been here, what do you say? What is your observation of our situation in agriculture that you could really, from your point of view, give us some advice on?
I think, Charles, that being in the Philippines 2 times in 6 months, it's evident that I like to visit here. I like the people here, and I find a lot of opportunities of collaborate together. I think that all over the world, growers can leverage their revenue if they know what really happened in the field, because you cannot have the time to walk around in the field and looking for problems all the times. And with our service, we can focus and give you the highlights where you should visit in and take some corrective actions, and where the situation is good and you can keep it the same, nothing bad happened there. This knowledge can make your time more efficient, and it's very, very powerful managing tool. So I believe in the Philippines there is a huge of opportunities to collaborate and leverage the agriculture.
Yes, thank you.
I guess we're in the right track, Charlie, because we would really want some kind of innovations. And your ambassador, His Excellency Ambassador Ilan Flus, he was repeatedly saying innovation is the word. We have to welcome that kind of a thing. And you are offering this kind of service, which is unique. What are your unique selling points? Tell us.
The main innovation of my company is to analyze. It's actually taking the grower out of the sampling world to the world of 100%. No matter if you, as a grower, take a leaves sample, if you have a ground sensor, if you walking around the plantation, all of that, it's actually sampling. You cannot walk around everywhere. You cannot take leaf samples from every tree. You cannot have ground sensor for every tree. So you're actually sampling. We give you information about 100% all the time. We are monitoring orchards every month, 12 times a year, and help you to analyze what action needs to be taken and control it along the season. we really see the trends of our customers that using our services, how they improve the revenue and the yield along the season. Loli, it was very amazing for me. My professional is not agronomist.
Okay.
I'm a mechanical engineer.
Right.
It was very, very surprised me to understand that the methodology of the growers is to take leaf samples once a year, analyze it with laboratory, get the results, planning the next season fertilization, and the second time they're facing their action, it's the end of the next season. They're losing a season in between. And we help them to monitor the level of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium along the season every month, and make corrective action, maybe lower a little, maybe higher a little, make it balance all the year to finish the season with good levels.
So you don't recommend to just go on foot every so often and check it out and walk barefoot and sampling every so often?
There is no replacement for walking. You should walk around and touch the trees and analyze
Maybe talk
things
to them.
closely, but make your time more efficient. Go to the area you should go to. Focus in them. This is our service.
And that's your unique selling point. You know how to zero in where the problem is.
That's right.
Some other companies, maybe they'll just tell you, okay, go and check this out, and then, the drones spread out. But you would know how to zero in where the problem lies.
That's right. And monitoring along the season, make corrective action, check if it was in good direction or wrong direction.
And do you teach the grower how to,
We are going to escort the local grower with our service. My agronomist will come to the Philippines, work together, and leverage the knowledge and the results.
So we're in good shape. Charlie, we've run out of time, but we will tape him in a while. But give us like a parting shot. What's your message of hope for every growers out there?
If I summarize this almost 1 hour in 2 sentences, I will say this 2. The first one is you can have the options to take corrective action in real time, in early stages, where it's needed to be taken, the first one. The second one, as I explained before, the service is very highly cost effective. Our high added value is this way that after one season, it's possible to leverage the revenue in more than 7%, maybe 10%, maybe 15%, depend of the grower, depend how the grower will work together with us, will adapt our recommendation. And it's a really good thing to give it a try. I will love to work with the Philippines.
The return of investment is like boom.
I believe
Easy.
so. I believe so.
Thank you so much, Chef. This is not the last because we will be in touch with Charlie when you go back to Israel. We will have a lot more to talk about.
I will like
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you, Arnold Tolentino. I'll see you soon. At syempre sa ating mga naging kaagpay, Engineer Kay Constantino, Aldrin Cruz, Chat Josue, and ating broadcast IT, June Dominguez, writers natin, Hayal Debico, Liz Talakta, Jacqueline Santos, ang ating CA. At susunod na po, Butika ni Tita with Miss Marupa Hatisarne, and your extra 60 seconds.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy that you could make it here. Now I am very hopeful also that you will be saying and help us. Thank you so much.
A lot of other businessmen. Thank you, Chairman D. Edgar Cabangon. Again, this is Loli Rivera Acosta. And May, my cousin, mag-ingat ka and be safe and drink some more honey and calamansi or lemon. Again, as I always say, keep God first in every area of your life so He will direct our